Hey, my name is Bo, and this is Marketing 101 for life coaches and thought leaders. So what I'm about to share with you is something that took me about 10 years of my life, of a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in order to learn and understand. And so please pay attention if you're interested in becoming a successful entrepreneur. I think it would have saved me at least a few years, if not more, if I would have known these things back when I started. So the simplified process is split into 3 phases. We have what's called top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. So at the top here, we have what you typically see when you're out online, when you're on social media. You see people creating what's called content. That's pretty self-explanatory, but what you need to understand is that it's not the content that is actually driving the success of these businesses that you see. It's not the content, meaning it's not the video or the podcast or the article or any of that. It's what is inside of those things. It's the message inside. It's the story. It's what these people are doing in their messages, in their videos, in their podcasts, in their articles. That is really the driver of their success. So you could be out there on social media posting 1,000 posts a day, but if your messaging isn't right, if the way you're communicating with other people isn't right, then you still won't have a successful business. So it's not what you do, it's how you do what you do. So I'm going to give you some helpful ideas on what to do when you're creating content, when you're creating videos, articles, podcasts, etc. One thing you can do to get people to pay attention to your message is list common mistakes that people are making, depending on the audience you're trying to serve. But think of mistakes that people are making that are stopping them from getting the results that they want, and then make videos, whatever, about the mistakes and how to overcome those mistakes, how to do things the right way. For example, you might say, you're probably making this one key mistake that almost everyone makes when it comes to losing weight, and you probably don't even realize you're making this mistake, and here's what to do about it. And then you go into a story explaining how you discovered that you were making that mistake and how you changed, what you realized. And see, this creates aha moments in people's minds. When they hear that story and they realize they're making this mistake that they didn't know they were making, they have an aha moment. They see things in a different way. It changes their perspective slightly. And that's really the goal of the content you're creating at this top of funnel stage. Your goal is to change people's perspectives. You don't want to tell them something that they already know. You want to tell them something that gives them that aha moment, something that changes their beliefs, because you're only going to get people to do something different when you get people to believe something different. If they don't change their beliefs, they're not going to change their actions. And sometimes that action might be listening to you, buying your product or service. They're not going to do that unless you first change their beliefs, change their perspective. Another way to do this is reframing, which is just taking the way someone perceives something now and showing it or explaining it from a different angle that gives them, again, the aha moment that helps them see it in a different way. And when they see it in a different way, now they're going to be more inspired to take action, to sign up for your thing, to buy your product, whatever it is. And when you can be the person that's changing people's beliefs, changing the way they think and perceive things, that positions you as someone who knows what they're talking about and someone who is an expert, at least in the eyes of some people. And at this level, you're mainly targeting people who are problem aware, like they're aware of the problem they have, so you can create messaging that talks about the problem and how to overcome it. Or you're talking to people who are unaware of the problem. So this is the first example I gave of like the mistake. Like, this is the mistake you're making that you don't even realize you're making. This kind of person might not even be aware that they have a problem at all, or that they're making a mistake. So your job is to take people from unaware of the problem to aware of the problem. And your job is to take people who are aware of the problem to aware of the solution, which is the next step. So we're going to move down. So top of funnel, your priority is changing people's beliefs, changing their perspective, giving them aha moments by sharing things that are counterintuitive, things that people might not realize, things that might not be so obvious. Because again, you don't want to be boring or bland. You want to share your message in a way that actually perks people up and gets them to pay attention. So for example, when it comes to weight loss, you don't want to just be out there sharing oh, to lose weight, you gotta eat less and move more. Everyone already knows that, and so that's not gonna be very effective. So now we're moving down. So our top of funnel content should filter people into our middle of funnel. This is where we provide a solution of some kind, we provide a framework of some kind, or a roadmap that shows people how to get from A to Z, from where they are, which is maybe just aware of the problem, to actually solving that problem. And so here you might send people to like a lead magnet where you give away something for free, like you give away your framework or your roadmap or the basic overview of your solution, and you have people sign up for that in order to learn more about your specific solution. That's one way. Or it could be a product or any kind of educational material that is going to help people solve that problem that they have. The problem that you made them aware of up here, down here, you're going to help them begin to understand how to actually solve that problem. Now, at this stage, we want to focus on pain, pleasure, and the cost of failure. People generally don't move forward in their lives unless they feel enough pain or discomfort, or they perceive a pleasure that is like highly, highly desirable. And so we want to be hitting on these pain points and these pleasurable outcomes that people desire, not in an unethical way. We never want to lie about this or try to get people to desire something that's not good for them, obviously. So we want to kind of paint the picture for people and show them the cost of not taking action, the cost of not changing. What is their life going to look like if they don't solve this problem? What is the consequence of that? And we also want to paint the picture of how good their life can be. How good is their life going to be once they do solve this problem? Once they get to this end point on your roadmap, what is that going to look like for them? What's it going to feel like? How is their life going to be different than it is now? And so we paint the picture of what it's costing them not to take action, the pain of staying the same, and we also paint the picture of how good life can be once they have the outcomes they desire. And we do this through education. We educate people using a roadmap, a framework, or a solution, and this should be unique to you. You should have your own core framework, roadmap, something that explains your unique way of doing things that only you have. This is how you can stand out in the marketplace and get the attention you deserve as a coach or a leader. You do it by having your own unique framework, something that is proprietary, something that's your own intellectual property that no one else out there has because it's something you created, you invented it. And that's your unique solution. And people are going to be much more attracted to your message if you have a unique solution and if that solution is proven to be effective through its use with past clients and customers. Now, the final phase is bottom of funnel. So we're going from unaware to problem aware to solution aware. They're aware of the solution. They're aware of your unique solution. And hopefully they have a desire now and they understand the cost of not taking action. And now the next step is product aware. So your solution, and then you have a product or a service, something to offer that is going to deliver that solution in its entirety. This could be an online course, a coaching program, or a done-for-you service. It's going to be unique to your business. But this phase is all about accountability. So by someone investing in what you have, they are making themselves accountable and you're helping them stay accountable. And it's also about speed of implementation. So maybe ordinarily it might take someone years and years and years to get this result and to solve this problem. But with your unique system, your unique product or service, they can get that result much faster. And so people will pay for speed. And how fast they're going to get that result is really up to you and how you develop your solution. So obviously you have to have a good product, a good service, something that actually works, something that's been tested. And if you don't have any customers or clients yet, that's okay. You just have to test it with a few people first and prove that it works. And then you'll feel more confident selling it also. And at this phase, it's about custom tailored solutions. You're going to be able to help people get so much better results if you can give them a custom solution. So this might look like one-on-one coaching or group coaching where someone can get feedback from you and you can help them implement your unique solution or system into their specific life situation, whatever they're going through. That is going to help people get better results. They're going to feel better about the journey because they have support, they have accountability, they have responsibility. They're taking responsibility by investing in themselves, and they're getting the result faster because they're more committed, because they have the support from you that they need. Maybe they have group support, they have the resources you're creating inside of your solution. And so that's the final phase. So that's a very brief overview of marketing. I obviously can't pack that much into this short video. I mean, this is like years and years and years of study on my part that has went into this. It's kind of simple, but it's also very nuanced. There's a lot of little things that you need to know, and you got to know how to tie these pieces together and make them work like a well-oiled machine. If you want more help with this sort of thing, I have a free community and course you can get at paidtobringpeace.com. I do free trainings in there just about every single month, sometimes more often than that, to help you build your online business and to help you implement these systems and get it all working smoothly. Subscribe if you want more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.